All right. Get ready to trade those armchairs for the open road.
Yeah.
Because today we are diving headfirst into making your Gaspé Peninsula road trip.
Absolute.
Truly unforgettable.
It's going to be great.
18 days.
Wow.
On the road, you're going to experience the best
The best.
of Quebec's coastal beauty.
Absolutely.
And we're not just talking about
No.
hitting the typical tourist spots.
Right.
We are going beyond the postcard.
I like that.
Uncovering those hidden gems and local experiences that
Yo.
most travelers miss.
Yeah, what's fascinating is that the Gaspé Peninsula, it really rewards the curious, you know? It's a region steeped in history,
Oh, yeah.
brimming with natural wonders,
Definitely.
and just brimming with opportunities to connect with, like, authentic Quebecois culture.
Absolutely. And your itinerary tells me you are so ready for this adventure.
I bet.
Starting with Quebec City,
Great place to start.
then a relaxing stop in Baie-Saint-Paul.
Ah, very nice.
You're easing into this journey the right way.
For sure.
Now, I know you're a big fan of historical architecture.
Beautiful.
And while Baie-Saint-Paul is, known for its art scene,
It really is.
keep an eye out for those charming old homes.
Oh, yeah.
Many built in the late 19th century.
Wow.
They showcase that unique blend of French and British influences that you'll see throughout the region.
Yeah, it's like a crash course in architectural history as you stroll through the streets.
I love that.
And speaking of history,
Okay.
you're headed toward a true gem Tadoussac,
Yes.
a place where I feel like the past and the present really collide.
Tadoussac. I mean, that name was circled multiple times on your itinerary.
Yeah.
I have a feeling those whale-watching excursions are very high on your list.
And for good reason. Tadoussac sits right at the confluence of the Saguenay and St. Lawrence rivers,
Okay.
creating this perfect feeding ground for several whale species.
Okay, you've piqued my curiosity.
Yeah.
What makes these waters such a haven for whales?
It's all about the food chain.
Okay.
The confluence of those rivers, it creates a mixing zone that's
Uh-huh.
super rich in krill and other tiny crustaceans
Oh, wow.
that whales just love to munch on.
Wow.
So you'll have a good chance of spotting humpbacks, minks, maybe even the occasional fin whale.
Wow. That's incredible. So this is more than just a, scenic boat ride.
Oh, yeah.
This is a front row seat to nature's
Yeah.
grand buffet.
Exactly.
I did also want to touch on the fact that you mentioned some concerns about
Yeah,
potential ferry strikes impacting your travel plans.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
it's wise to be prepared.
Yes.
Should you encounter any delays,
Right.
you could consider exploring the charming villages that are just outside of Tadoussac.
Okay.
Le Bergeron, for example.
Okay.
It offers breathtaking views of the Saguenay Fjord,
Beautiful.
and it has a fantastic marine mammal interpretation center.
What a great backup plan.
Yeah,
That keeps you close to the action.
exactly.
No, I did notice a note in your research about accommodation costs in Tadoussac.
Right.
Don't worry, seasoned travelers like yourself understand the value of balancing splurges with strategic savings.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
remember, you've already prepaid for your lodging further down the route. So this flexibility allows you to explore more budget-friendly options just outside the village center, where you can still find, charming accommodations without breaking the bank.
A win-win.
Exactly.
You get to experience that charm of the area
Yep.
while keeping your budget in check.
For sure.
Speaking of charming, your next stop is Metis Beach.
Oh, very nice.
And I can't talk about Metis without mentioning the Refford Gardens.
Of course.
You've marked this as a must-see, and let me tell you,
Yeah,
the Refford Gardens are more than just a pretty picture.
I bet.
They are a testament to one woman's vision and dedication to preserving the beauty
Wow.
of the Gaspé.
That's amazing. Elsie Refford, she transformed this rugged coastline into a world-renowned garden.
I bet.
And what's remarkable is how she seamlessly blended those exotic plants with the native flora of the Gaspé.
Wow.
So you'll wander through enchanting woodland trails 1 minute,
Right.
and then bam, find yourself amidst a vibrant display of Himalayan blue poppies the next.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's a true feast for the senses.
A gardener's paradise.
Yes, exactly.
And speaking of exploring, you've got some flexibility built into this itinerary as you continue along the coast,
Always good.
which I love.
Yep.
So tell me more about
Sure.
your plans for this leg of the journey.
So as you venture beyond Metis, you're going to be captivated by just the rugged beauty of the coastline.
I bet.
That drive from Matan to Kapchat,
Yeah.
it unfolds like a breathtaking film reel.
Really?
You've got dramatic cliffs plunging into the sea and these charming villages that are just dotting the landscape.
Right. Now, I know you're someone who really loves to kind of dive into local culture,
I do.
and this stretch of the Gaspé has a fascinating story
It really does, yeah.
to tell.
As you pass through villages like Grosses Roches, Saint-Anne-des-Monts,
Mm.
you are tracing the footsteps of the region's first settlers.
Wow.
These hardy folks, right, who braved isolation and harsh conditions to really make this land their home.
Wow.
And their legacy is palpable
Yeah.
in the local cuisine, the traditional music,
Right.
even just the way people greet you on the street.
That is incredible how those stories are just woven into the very fabric of a place.
It really is.
And speaking of incredible, per se,
Yes.
you dedicated a good chunk of time
A good amount of times.
to per se,
Yes.
per se Rock, Bonaventure Island.
Mhm.
I can practically hear those gannets calling your name.
And what a sight it is, right?
Right.
Like, imagine this towering rock formation rising from the sea.
Whoa.
Sheer cliffs. And it's home to thousands
Wow.
upon thousands of nesting seabirds.
Wow.
Like, it's a symphony of sound and movement,
I
a
bet.
testament to just the raw power and beauty of nature.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I bet just witnessing that spectacle will be a highlight of the trip.
I think so, too.
Your itinerary mentions thousands of gannets
Wow.
nesting on Bonaventure Island.
Yeah.
Have you seen pictures?
I have. They're amazing.
I can only imagine just a sky filled with these graceful birds,
They're beautiful.
the crashing waves, the smell of the salty air.
It's an amazing experience, and it's something that stays with you.
I bet.
Just that sheer number of birds is awe-inspiring.
Right.
And the noise, a cacophony of calls and flapping wings, it's something you won't soon forget.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
there's another
Yeah.
lesser-known aspect of Bonaventure Island that I think you'll find fascinating.
Okay, now you've got me. You've piqued my interest.
Okay.
What's this hidden gem? So what is this hidden gem you've found for us?
Well, it's more than just the gannets. Bonaventure Island also holds this unique piece of Acadian heritage. It's called the Acadian Museum of Quebec.
Now that sounds right up your alley. I know you love connecting with local history and culture. What makes this museum so special?
Well, it's not just artifacts behind glass cases, although they do have those.
Okay.
They've got fascinating exhibits telling the story of the Acadian people, their resilience and how they've held onto their culture. But what makes it really special is how immersive it is.
Sure.
You can be part of workshops, hear traditional music.
Wow.
You can even learn about the unique architecture of the region, the styles you can still see today.
It's like stepping back in time,
Exactly.
experiencing history firsthand. And for someone who appreciates beautiful buildings, I mean, this seems like the perfect place to explore that passion.
It is. You'll see how the Acadians adapted their building techniques to the Gaspé. The climate, what resources they had. They created these structures that are just as beautiful as they are practical.
While you're soaking in the history, the culture, let's not forget about another important aspect of travel,
Oh, yes.
the tasty souvenirs, especially the culinary kind.
Of course.
Now, I know you were hoping for lobster
I
season,
was a little disappointed about that.
but don't worry, there are still plenty of culinary treasures to uncover.
Absolutely. The Gaspé Peninsula. A foodie's paradise. Lobster season or not.
Okay, sell me.
Think fresh smoked salmon from the smokehouse, artisanal cheeses with crusty bread, and those roadside stands overflowing with the freshest seasonal produce.
You mentioned you enjoy preparing some of your own meals.
I do.
What better way to connect with those regional flavors? Creating your own culinary masterpieces with local ingredients.
You're speaking my language.
Yes.
Hit up those farmers markets, get chatting with the vendors. Not only will you get incredible ingredients, but you'll also get a taste of local life. You might even find a hidden gem or two.
And to commemorate your journey, I have a feeling you'll be drawn to that artistic spirit of the Gaspé.
It's definitely calling to me.
Because I know you appreciate art.
I do.
And there's no better way to bring home a piece of the place than with something unique from a local artist.
Absolutely.
And since you're driving, you have the flexibility to seek out those smaller galleries and craft shops
I love those.
all throughout the Gaspé Peninsula. You might even stumble on a local artisan studio, witness their creative process firsthand.
Now you're talking.
Now, before we let you go, we want to leave you with something to ponder. A final thread to weave into your Gaspé adventure. You're passionate about Quebecois culture, its icons.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you know that the legendary singer-songwriter Félix Leclerc had a deep connection to this region?
I did not.
Yes.
Wow.
As you make your way towards L'Île d'Orléans towards the end of your journey, see if you can uncover some traces of his legacy.
Like a final treasure hunt. I love it.
Exactly. Maybe a local can point you to a hidden spot he found inspiration, or a cafe that still echoes with his music. It's a chance to connect with the soul of the Gaspé, through the eyes of an icon.
I love that.
We hope this deep dive has added some new layers to your already amazing itinerary, that it's inspired you to, go beyond the postcard. Remember, travel is about embracing the unexpected. It's
Mhm.
about savoring the journey. It's about creating those memories that will last a lifetime.
And who knows, you might just find your own hidden gems along the way.
Soak in every moment of your Gaspé adventure, safe travels, and hey, when you return, let's have another deep dive. Tell me all about the amazing experiences you had.
I would love that. Thanks for having me. This was fun.
It was a blast.